Okay, so in this third journal, this is the page we're going to be making. And again, you can see I'm very contrasty in my approach. That's a terrible way of saying it. But I created the contrast from the right side of the page. So again, one of my favorite pages, I think the first and the very last page are my absolute two favorites, and then the third and the second and the third one is my second favorite, and third favorite, I don't know. I like them all. Okay. Just disregard exactly what I said now. I have no idea. Maybe I need more coffee. Anyway, I'm priming my page here with heavy gesso. And you know what? One thing that I just want to say for the third video is we shouldn't take this too serious. You know, it's a lot like scrapbooking. When in the height of the scrapbooking movement in 2003, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, everyone took it so seriously, and you know, and then I think it was Rebecca Sauer that said, you know, there's no scrapbooking police. Don't take it so seriously. And honestly, that changed a lot of the perception and perspective on the scrapbooking industry. You know, don't take it so seriously. And I think the same with art journaling. You can see I'm just painting roughly here with a very watery background, adding a lot of water to my acrylic paint. And I'm also spraying, I did spray my paper with a little bit of water before I started, just to get this very, very watery looking background. And then I use Mod Podge and I add my illustration. I didn't film that part, sorry. But I used Mod Podge and I love the matte Mod Podge. And now we just want to let it dry. And now the fun starts. Okay, so remember that art journaling is exercises in creativity. And you know what? Even if the art journal, and I've said this so many times, adding yellow here, and my brush is fairly wet, so I'm just making a wash out of it. I think I should do a series of art journals where I just focus on washes, because washes is probably one of my favorite techniques to use in my art journal pages. I think, you know, okay, so now we're doing printmaking again with the wax paper, and you can see this time I did it after I added my illustration. So the next two pages, this one and the last one, will be after the illustration is added, not before. So I'm using white paint, used a stencil by Tim Holtz, and I'm just painting through the stencil. Just make sure that your paintbrush is very dry. And now I'm just going to lay it down and I'm just going to press it. And voila, this one worked really well. You can see there how lovely this stencil worked. For some reason, this stencil just worked way better than the previous one. Anyway, even though if I have to do the previous one over again, I will, because in the end, I love the result. I love the white on this one. It just brings back a lot of the lightness of it. And then I'm going to use the dark, I'm going to create my contrast now, and I'm using black and green and a wet flat brush. So these brushes, these ones that I'm painting with right now, is from Martha Stewart. And honestly, they are my absolute favorite flat brushes to use. They are soft. They are just absolutely lovely to paint with, you know. I'm painting into the illustration, and the reason why is because I want the illustration to become a part of the page. Almost like it looks like it was painted on the page and not pasted on. And again, as you can see, the light is changing dramatically on my video. I'm trying to edit it out, but it's just because of the sun and the clouds and the fact that there's a big window on the right side of my page as I'm looking down on it. Okay, so I'm splattering a little bit. I'm trying to blend in like I've done before, and then just splattering over my finger. And now I'm just going to let this dry completely. Right, so apparently my dog and someone was looking for me. So that's the noise you heard in the background there. I just want to point out something. On the left side, I blended in the colors, but on the right side, I left that very distinct paintbrush markings of the dark color. So you can see that, but I like that a lot about this little art journal that's happening. And you know what? In essence, you're painting miniature paintings. Yeah, well, that's how I look at it. Even though it is an art journaling journey and it's exercising creativity. So remember that it's an exercise in creativity. Okay, now I'm going to be painting detail on this illustration, and I'm using a dark color because the previous 2 pages I used white, and I decided that I want to do something a little different. So I'm painting in with dark. I'm using a very thin brush. It's my favorite brush. You can see, I would think it's a number 1 or number 2 watercolor brush will work fine with this. So now I'm just painting in a little detail. I call this embroidering. If you have followed a little bit of my art journaling, you'll know this by now. You know what's very interesting? If you look at YouTube videos with art journal mixed media artists like Dina Wakely, and then you'll see how different the approach is. You know, I think this type of art journaling just suits my personality and my approach to life maybe a little better. I love to. I'm writing on here now, and this is one of my favorite songs, and I think, you know what I want to do? I actually want to play it to you, and then I'll come back and finish my train of thought. Isn't this amazing? This song is just absolutely beautiful. It's on repeat on my car right now, so I literally can't get enough of it. And the journaling I did on this page is I wrote the lyrics of the song. So just because I think it's just true for me right now where I am in my life. But to finish my train of thought, my personality is just I like to finish things. I like to wrap things up in neat little boxes and feel that a project is done. Even with art journaling, even with this very loose, whimsical type of art that we make here, I want the page to feel cohesive. I want it to feel finished. So that's just a personality thing, just a personal thing, and I think that's why when you look at different mixed media artists online, you'll find there's so many different ones, and to each its own. It might be that you feel more connected to someone else, than my approach to art journaling. Like I said, someone asked me if I ever, don't use illustrations. And for me, I don't know. Like I said, it's a duplication thing. I want people to be able to make art journal pages like this. So maybe that's why I love to include the illustrations. Well, not maybe, definitely that's why. But you know what, for me, it's the focus point. It's the point of happening. It's where what it's all about. It's like the main sign about where this journey is going. That's the illustration for me, and so I think it will be hard for me to make art journal pages without illustrations. I think already when I'm thinking of maybe doing another series 2, I'm thinking I want to create an illustration that's even maybe a little bit more dramatic. So I'm already thinking about what type of illustration I want to use, not whether or not I am going to use it. Okay, so here is the final page, all done. Like I said, I wrote the journaling is the song lyrics of the song that I just played you. And I don't think I'm actually allowed to play the music on a video, but I just felt that this is a private video. It's not public. So I hope you forgive me for that. But I just wanted to share how beautiful this song is and how heartfelt it is. And I think whether you're a Christian or not, it might find you in a place where you can just hold on to something that's bigger than yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I love this page. I love how it turned out. I love, just leaving the background coming through at the top of the page, the markings of the watery, the water-based acrylics. I love the texture of it, but I also love the solid parts, and I just like it enormously. So thank you for watching, and on to the final one, which is also one of my absolute favorite pages. Bye.